Hey, I'm Lenny.
And I'm Gavin, and together we're known as Short Attention Spa.
You're listening to our new dailyish podcast, Comedians Calling Comedians During Corona. Our live shows got canceled, so we're planning to go viral instead.
We're setting out to flatten the curve and give you and ourselves some laughs each day by calling comedians from around the world.
Sometimes our moms might be on too. We're available on all the podcast platforms like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and the other ones. Please subscribe, and you can watch the video version of this call on our YouTube channel, Short Attention Spa.
Who knows where Lenny's green screen might find him isolated next?
Today is March 20th, 2020, and this is episode 2.
Our guest today is a Toronto-based comedian. He's worked with some of the top names in Canadian and American comedy, including Don Ferguson, Judah Friedlander, Will Sasso, Jason Priestley, Kids in the Hall, Baroness von Sketch, and more. He was a founding member of the award-winning sketch troupe, the Sketchersons.
Let's give Dan Galea a call. Oh, hey, it's Dan. How you doing?
Hey, man. All right, how are you?
Good. I'm Lenny.
Hey, Lenny.
I'm Gavin. Hey, we met on the set of Gale Pile.
Oh, nice. Hey, how's it going, man?
Fall.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
Good to see you. Actually, that was fun. That was like the last time I was in a pool, so that was cool.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly
maybe the
cool
last
weather.
time for a long time. No, it was right on the edge.
Pools.
Still pretty cold that day, I remember.
All right, you got a cool backdrop there too. That's great.
Yeah, I do a talk show from my living room, so it kind of works out that way.
So you were already set up for all this.
Yeah, I did a talk show for 2 years out of this place, and then I moved it to the stage, and now we're back in the living room.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Forced living room talk shows.
I like your background.
Oh, thanks. I'm inside an encyclopedia.
You got a nice little...
Yeah.
So that's what Mars looks like on the inside.
No, yeah, it looks like a giant Malteser.
Oh, a Maltese. So that works.
Yeah. So thanks so much for joining us.
For our American friends.
Right. Thank you so much for joining us, Dan.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, we thought we'd give you a call and I guess just talk to you a little bit about what's going on. Maybe could we just start with you telling us where you are in the world?
Yeah, I'm in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Pretty close to downtown, just on the outskirts. Exactly, I'm around Bloor Street and Ossington, if you know where that is.
Okay, right
That's
on.
a great neighborhood to be in. That's like the neighborhood of comedy in Toronto.
It is. I'm steps away from the world famous comedy bar.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of why I'm here. I just kind of moved. I need to be as close as possible to places that I need to go, or else I won't go.
Oh, I get that. We live out in the country, though, so we can't go anywhere without driving for like 20 minutes.
Right.
So.
Yes, I remember.
Are you originally from Toronto?
I'm actually from Oakville.
Okay, well, that's not too far away.
Yeah. So it's not too bad. My parents are there, and I've just been video chatting with them. I'm in a bit of a self-isolation right now.
Yes, as am I here inside this encyclopedia.
How are you guys holding up? Are you guys doing good?
Pretty good so far. Yeah.
I'm in isolation too because my kids were sick. So we're just taking no chances at all. And I'm here for, I think, another 10 days of self-imposed isolation.
Yeah.
I actually just ordered a whole bunch of toilet paper right before this thing hit. I just coincidentally ordered a bulk amount, so
wow.
I'm really set. I told him if he needs any.
That's huge.
I can help out. People on the internet, give me a shout if you need a role or two.
Well, it's funny when they said that we were going to be like having to social distance and self-isolate. I opened my fridge and realized I wasn't even prepared for like a regular day of life. I had nothing in there at all. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Oh no, did you improve that situation?
Yeah, I did. But it's food goes quick when you're just never leaving your house and all you're doing is smoking pot and watching movies, you know? So
yes, I do understand. But what are things like in the city? Like, are things like locked down? You look out your window, you don't see people. Are people taking it seriously in your view?
I don't know, man. It's getting there. You know, like when I went to the grocery store, it was pretty busy still. People, I think they just still are getting used to it. I don't know. Like the streets are pretty empty, but I feel like it needs to be better. I don't know. I just feel like we need to be forced to like lock ourselves up for a bit. But yeah, I don't know. Like, sorry.
People feel that way. Absolutely. There's a lot of people that feel that way. And I mean, do you, like you say, you've imposed this on yourself. You're not sick or anything. Is there anything, your own health?
Yeah. So I hung out with my cousin and we're just chilling. And then he was like, yeah, man. He's like, I just got back from BC. I was on a plane. I sat next to a guy from Hong Kong that kept coughing and telling me that the coronavirus doesn't exist. And I was like, cool.
God.
Why are we hanging out? Like, and then the next day he got really sick and he's been sick ever since. And he got tested for the coronavirus last week on Wednesday. And he just got his results back yesterday. So I've been like, I couldn't go to work or anything like that. So I've just been kind of waiting for those results, calling him every day, but trying not to be like too naggy. So like, pretending like you want to know, like, hey, like, what'd you have for dinner tonight? And he's like, oh, sandwiches or something. And you're like, cool. Did you get the test results or?
Yeah.
Why is it taking so long? Which leads me to the fact that I think we're behind. I think that the numbers we're seeing are behind because if it took a week to get test results, he had to wait 2 hours on hold too. Like, and that's pretty good from what I understand. Like people are waiting 7 hours and stuff on telehealth.
Wow. Yeah. Cause they're doing thousands of tests a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are just coming around to the fact that this really has to be a reality for a while. I mean, I can't even kind of get my brain around it either, but do you have a way to earn money? Like you mentioned, you can't go to work, so like your day job involves you going there physically.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't. No, I don't. I had a bunch of gigs canceled too. I actually drove out to Kingston, which is about 3 hours from my place. I was supposed to open for Sean Cullen, and I was supposed to do a Q&A with Scott Thompson and Kevin McDonald and Paul Belin.
Oh, right. For the Kingston Canadian Film Festival.
Yeah, we did I helped them with a documentary that is about their punk band called Mouth Congress. But all that was supposed to premiere there. I got there. I did my tech with Sean. And then the guy came in during our tech and said the show's canceled. Thankfully, that one still paid. But then I also had 3 shows that I had to cancel that were supposed to be like, my rent money for next month.
Jeez.
And then I can't work. So, and I'm also like not sure, like, are they going to lay people off where I work? Because like, how long can they sustain this? I work at Mervish, by the way. So they're not doing any plays. Their theaters are all shut down.
Right. There's no work to go to.
There's no money being made. So they're just kind of, yeah.
It's crazy.
What's the mood amongst like your fellow employees and the message like from the corporation? Like, what do they say?
Well, we're down to like non-essential staff doesn't come in. So it's just people that are like essential. They're figuring who those people are out now. slowly. But mostly they're just like, if you feel even a little bit sick or you've been around someone that's sick, stay home. Don't come here. And, the consequences, I don't know what that is. Like, I don't know if they're like, don't come here, you may be fired. But they're paying me for 1 week, and then we're going from there. And I don't blame companies at this point, because it's like, it sounds weird. I can't believe I'm saying this, but like, we always like to attack the companies because they're these huge monsters with like all they care about is money. And now we're in a situation where like everyone's screwed. Like the companies themselves are going to go out of business. Like you can't just pay people for not doing anything forever. You know what I mean? Like the good places will hopefully give a nice little chunk or lay off people so they can get a decent amount of EI. But what's the world going to be like after this,
It's crazy to think about.
Yeah, it's weird to think.
It's crazy.
Is this a comedy?
Yeah, right. I know.
Yeah, so let's talk about comedy. Like, how's this going to affect the future of comedy, do you think? Like, obviously people are hooking up these mics and doing stuff from home.
I think it's good for comedy, weirdly, because it puts everyone on the same playing field. Like, I'm getting as many gigs as Sarah Silverman and Bob Odenkirk. You know what I mean? Like, so like everyone's
getting as many laughs as them too.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
not going so well. A lot of people are just kind of like online now. It's like I've talked to more people recently than I have when it wasn't happening, because like all these video chats are going on and people are messaging me and they're like, hey, I noticed you messaged me on March 3rd, 2003 and I never got back to you. You're like, okay.
We got a lot to catch up on, right? Like people have been putting a lot aside and now our garages are going to be clean.
That's it. Finally have a chance to clean my place and just hang out with old friends that never got back to me.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, do you have something you're working on?
Yeah, well, I'm going to be doing my DG special show, which is going to be live on Instagram starting next Wednesday. So we'll have musical guests and stand-up comedians and just interviews with interesting people. It's a bit of a glitchy system. I was going to show videos and stuff on there, but I've just been like spending the past week testing out the Instagram live stuff, and it's like a lot of really cool stuff you can do on there, but it's not perfect.
Well, do you want to try to play a video? Do you want to try to play a video? I think there might be a way to share the screen. Like if you play the video.
I know how to do this. I was playing with this before I got on with you. Let's see if it works.
Okay.
I've set it up so that it's cool. So this video is actually a video. I won a Canadian Comedy Award for it this past year.
Congratulations.
And, yeah, it's my favorite thing I've done in a while. So let's see if I can figure this out.
Cool.
Most of you know Andy Serkis as the man who brought Gollum to life in Lord of the Rings.
Nobody likes you.
He later dazzled us as the ape known as Caesar in Planet of the Apes. And of course, the giant gorilla known as King Kong. Here's what you didn't know. I'm Bev Rips, and I've been playing Andy Serkis for over 19 years.
That's awesome, Dan.
Thanks,
yeah,
man.
so fun.
So
Thanks
great,
for sharing that with us. That's so great.
Yeah, it's
Funny.
definitely my favorite thing I've done in a while. I had that idea for just like 2 years, and then finally my buddy was like, I think we can do this.
And you did it. And you like
so great.
bought little
So serious.
styrofoam balls and glued them to yourself.
I know, it was a lot of little art projects on the go there.
Yeah. That's so fun.
So
That's
great.
so fun. Cool. All right.
Right on. Well, keep up the great work.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks for joining us here on Comedians Calling Comedians During Corona. Yeah,
We'll watch out for your special next week.
Yeah, please.
On
Should be at
Instagram?
8 o'clock on Wednesdays, starting next week on Instagram at DG Special Live, or at the DG Special Live or at DG Special.
Okay, great.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Take care of yourself.
Thanks so much, Dan. Take
Have a
care.
good
Wash
one.
your hands, man.
Okay, bye.
Yes.
Cheers.
Bye. We're Short Attention Spa, and we'll be here calling comedians every day if it's the last thing we do. And it might be.
See you tomorrow.